So it's been a 7-year journey, but I would say it is using what you all know, right? You're very good with numbers. This is time theory aggression analysis. Basically arrive based on, we use Bing clicks, we use microeconomic data, we use historical data, and then we combine them all together to predict what's going to happen for the next quarter or the quarter after. So we used to have hundreds of analysts spending a couple weeks, getting to an outlook or a forecast, and we're thinking machine learning does it 3 people in 24 hours, not even 8 hours. And then forecast accuracy is pretty good. So I don't know what to say about this. Future is terrifying, but also exciting. The third bucket, artificial intelligence. Is this screen shaking or just me? I'm going crazy. So artificial intelligence is what we call it a generative AI. So just raise your hand, how many of you has used the agent in your Copilot? Oh, thank you. So artificial intelligence here is more about chatbot, your typical chatbot from Copilot or Chat GPT, whatever you call it. This is more of, I would look at it as a junior analyst, or it could be not capable version of your little self, because it can work on behalf of you if you ever use the agent. So what it does is, I'll give you an example, is if today I'm here, I miss one of my meetings, but I know what this meeting about. I upload a document related to this meeting. And when I'm not there, agent will act on my behalf, will answer some questions. So when I go back to the office, I will check if agent has done a good job. If it done better job than me, I'm pissed off. If it's not as good as me, I'm happy about it because it's just an analyst, right? All right, and then citizen developers. This one is very much about, we think we'll have to be an expert developer in order to, create, agent or power apps in order to act on your behalf. This one, you can do it yourself without knowing coding. So it gives you that capability to design something yourself without doing a computer science major. I don't think you need to. I did it. I hated it. Finance learning path. Don't want to go too much into it, but it is very much about your personal development. And again, all these technology, how did it help you to get there? Right? So I don't think I can do better than this video. I feel like a substitute teacher, but let's go on, play the video, okay?
Hey Cortana, open Alpha.
Welcome, I am Alpha, your virtual data analyst. I am here to help you analyze your business data.
Magino Fortin is a conglomerate focused on retail.
Digital is an enabler for the company, for growth, for efficiency, and really makes the finance function more relevant, more agile, and insightful. The effort started with the basics, which is to roll out a common ERP to all our businesses, or to integrate our systems, to have a central data warehouse, and now it's to monetize this data. So it's an evolution. We are using Power BI to better visualize the data, to conduct our business reviews, and we started applying machine learning on forecasting, running regression analysis, time series forecasting to be able to forecast the future.
We are experimenting with Cortana and AI to look at our data using voice to interpret and actually start giving you insights.
For our consumer finance business, where machine learning can help us to determine what is the next best offer or anticipate when a potential customer would default on a payment.
We bet on Microsoft, we trust the technology, we trust the people, and the future is very exciting.
In the past, the role of finance was about accounting, planning, budgeting. The CFO 2.0, there's a lot of focus on technology, on business development, on strategy shaping, which really makes the role much more interesting. And digital plays a big part in that.
Will I achieve my total revenue budget for this month?
Based on the current trend, the total revenue budget will be overachieved by 14.8%.
Thank you. Goodbye.
You are welcome.
I'm laughing because, come on, thank you, goodbye, that's too much, right? It's not your girlfriend, you don't need to do that. Anyways, so yeah, but it's the future. Well, it's a future actually 3-4 years ago. When I played this video, I think when I did a finance peer-to-peer presentation with one of another organization, I was saying, hey, this is the future, but future is here. Right now, I stand here, I would say I do everything, like what the video shows, and then we are pretty much there. It's threatening, but we are there. So here we're talking about frontier finance. What does it mean? And it is very much a vision for us as a finance in a digital world. And some of the characteristics, like I mentioned to you before, is, and this is Amy's vision as well, is as a finance, we should be AI operated and human led. What does that mean? So if I can do machine learning, and I'm running machine learning model today, I can run it any day, anytime, and I can see where this quarter is going to land. Q2 is the biggest quarter for gaming. Vinayak knows, whoever in gaming in this room, because of peak seasons. This is when I want to know, I want to stay on top, but how does it translate into my daily actions? What decision does that make us do? So this is AI operated, but human led. We feed the information. We tell them what is important. Also, second part is about work chart versus organization chart. I think in the past, I have seen organizations evolved or organized based on departments, based on product. But now it's very much of an outcome driven. So I think that's the evolution of finance. We're not there yet. We're still trying to get there. Is really depending on the outcomes rather than based on product or departments. And the third one is agent boss mindset. This one is interesting. I'm not there personally myself yet, but so I have 5 people reporting to me. They are all individual contributors. They do not have people reporting to them, but they have an average 15 to 20 years of experience managing either hardware, Game Pass, or games and content, or the major game launches. But how do they function with nobody reporting to them? How they do currently, how we operate is they operate with an agent. Sounds like the Matrix. So agent incorporated in the Copilot, and it basically does so many things for you. It's like a full-time assistant. And then on the last slide, I will go through what I do with my agent, like on a daily basis. It just does everything for you. Not everything, but almost everything. And why do we need to do it? I mean, you can read this, but basically 80% of the companies are expecting to use the agent in the next 12 to 18 months. If you're not using it, you're probably falling behind. And again, we can always say, hey, I refuse to use it. I refuse to use this technology because it upsets me personally. People's gonna lose jobs, whatever the logic it is. One example, yesterday, alarm in the building went off. My neighbor, this guy, 70 years old, he scanned the alarm, and then basically Copilot told him how to turn off the alarm. He's 70 years old, he can use it, we can use it. All right, so, and this just shows the overall evolution of how the workforce has evolved at Microsoft. I know you heard we laid off a lot of people. in the past like 3 to 4 months, but overall, in the long run, from 2007 to 2022, headcount increased by 30%. So overall, we are hiring, company is hiring more people. Revenue growth doubled, more than doubled. Good for Microsoft. Right, and what does that mean? I know what you're thinking, I think, because that's what I'm thinking too. I'm thinking, this is terrifying, I'm gonna lose my job. And, but it's not, because since I started, my job has always evolved by just automating myself out of a job. I always manage to succeed on my project, but still have a job. But the skill set has evolved over time. So if you think about the traditional, traditional finance function is very operational, is transactional, and is task-driven. Right now, it's very much about, being the CFO of your business partner, helping them to make the right decision. What can we contribute to help them to grow the business? How do we influence them? How do we negotiate with them? How can we be, sometimes we even project manage, in terms of timelines, deliverables, milestones. So that's, so you see the evolution of the skill set for finance. And in terms of forecasting process, this is the evolution. I think 7 years ago, 8 years ago, we had so many analysts, and we would do forecasts over 2 weeks' time involving engineering group, sales, marketing, the product marketing team, and then over 2 weeks we get to our outlook. But right now it's done by a centralized team. And that's done over a day or two. So our quarterly forecast is done very quickly over a couple days period. Right, and so here it just shows the evolution of from static reporting now to interactive dashboard to predictive analytics and to, it's really, really action-driven and automation. Right. Here, so I talked about how devastating it is when your business partner, tell you, hey, Sue, I just wish I talked to Cortana and tell me, what my gross margin is and what my forecast is. So it is devastating, but the machine is not there. In a way, I would say, it's interesting, they can do all these things, but at the end of the day, they cannot make a decision for us. So we are, we are challenged to deliver above. And this transformation, as much as a machine digital transformation, is also a transformation of the mindset. So you would think, hey, why would you ever want to automate yourself out of a job? If your mission every day is to automate and to be more efficient, what's next, right? And I think it always comes to the growth mindset is what you really want to do, what difference you want to drive, and how do you get there for an organization to be faster and more efficient, and therefore you can make a difference. So when we talk about how the change has happened, there's the fundamental behavior change in the team as well. For myself, I remember in some organizations before, it was information is power to the point, people hiding models, hiding results. You don't want to collaborate with other people because you think, if they have the same information as me, what does that say about me? So that's working in silos, and you think about results more like an inspection. But now is very in this new world, I would say, is very much information is power, And you want to work in a collaborative environment because you really can't do everything by yourself. All the insights are important. It doesn't matter who have it. At the end of the day, it's about making a difference.
To access all of our exclusive talks, why not become a member today? When you join, you'll unlock world-class finance resources, including pre-built financial models, practical templates and frameworks, and over 100 hours of on-demand insights designed to help you stand out in your career. And if you want to join us live, you can also get involved in upcoming events with finance leaders from across the industry. Just head to the link in the description to learn more and join our community. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.